One receiver left, two to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go! 3-19!
Going to give this time to the tailback. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Damarious Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now the ball comes loose. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the big tight end shifting around. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense. They affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He got 29 yards that time. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50 plus. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get... Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Rodgers to throw on second down. The left side completion to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. So third down, just 1 yard to go. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on him.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. To throw. Green's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The Steelers send out their punter now. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Trying Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And the back goes into motion. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the cutback to the sideline. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down following the run. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Out of the gun now on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Strong left. Switch.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. Detroit.
The center receiver in motion to the right. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as... touchback. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Throwing, Hundley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What has not been the best game for him but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play clock winding down. Now Hundley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2nd down following the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out in the pistol. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 47-yard punt. but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 16 yards there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And Jones has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another pistol look here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught right side, Davis. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Throwing, Hundley. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Halfback sent in motion. Now Hundley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
To throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And some room to work. And a cut to the sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Flex round! Flex round! I got it!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Flex round! Flex round!
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Let's go. 38. Flex round. Flex round.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. 38. Ohio.
Back to throw again. Finding time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. And quickly, they get to the line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing, Hundley. And this is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Here we go now. 3:19.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd down, here's Bell. A loss of a yard. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Ohio! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Come on, let's go. What? None. Reflect. Ohio.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Flex round. Ohio.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down.
Come on, Ohio.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Bell, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Here's Bell, and he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final.